Hello and welcome to Your World This Week, the weekly roundup for all the top news stories of the week. The top news stories this week are:
the Junior External Affairs Minister N.J. Akbar resigned after a spate of sexual harassment allegations made by numerous women who worked with him during his days as the editor of several publications grabbed the headlines. Akbar, 67, was named in more than a dozen narrations of alleged sexual misconduct and sexual harassment. These have surfaced on the social media under the aegis of the Me Too movement, which restarted in India after former actor Tanushree Datta accused her co-star Nana Patekar of harassment during a film shoot 10 years ago. Akbar, in turn, filed a criminal defamation complaint against Priya Ramani, the first woman to call out the former editor-in-chief of the Asian Age. The cause is being heard in Delhi's Patiala House Court. Since I have decided to seek justice in a court of law in my personal capacity, I deem it appropriate to step down from office and challenge false accusations levied against me, also in a personal capacity. I have, therefore, tendered my resignation from the office of Minister of State for External Affairs. The Me Too movement has reached a feverish pitch in India and given courage to women in various sectors to speak about their experiences. The standoff over women's entry to Sabrimala temple came to head this week when two women protected by more than 100 policemen in riot gear turned back just 500 meters short of entering the shrine after the temple head priest Kandararu Rajivaru threatened to shut down the temple if the women attempted to force their way in. When the women journalist Kavita Jakal and woman activist Rehana Fatima were just meters away from the temple, their path was blocked by the priest and the devotees. We had brought them till the temple premises, but Tantri refused to open the temple for them. While we were waiting, Tantri informed me that if we attempt to take the women ahead, they would close the temple, said Kerala Inspector General of Police S. Srijit, who was accompanying the women, all of them in full riot gear. At the heart of the standoff is the Supreme Court verdict of September 28th that allowed women in the 10 to 50 years age group to enter the temple, thus breaking a centuries-old tradition which barred women of menstruating age to visit the temple. While the temple opened its doors on October 17th, women devotees have not been able to visit the shrine because of continuous protests till the time of recording this news. In a setback to Indian professionals, the US is considering abandoning the Obama-era rule of granting work permits to H-4 visa holders who are spouses of professionals holding H-1B visas. The Trump administration's plan to revoke the rule could impact more than 70,000 H-4 visa holders who have work permits. The Department of Homeland Security, in its Unified Fall Agenda released this week, said it is abandoning the current practice of granting employment authorization to H-4 dependent spouses, and it would benefit some US workers. The DHS, which has already delayed 3 times issuing of the necessary notification this year, said in its agenda that it was on its way to remove H-4 dependent spouses from getting work authorization. Some US workers would benefit from this proposed rule by having a better chance at obtaining jobs that some of the population of the H-4 workers currently hold, as the proposed rule would no longer allow H-4 workers to enter the labour market early, it said. While the internet was abuzz with rumours of Ranbir Singh and Deepika Padukone's wedding, Ranbir said that right now his focus in life is films and acting. He said that he wants to contribute towards the process of filmmaking and attempts to make the best films possible. So at the moment, his focus in life is acting in films. There were rumours that Deepika and Ranbir will tie the knot in November this year and they will have a traditional Sindhi wedding. But as per latest reports, Ranbir said that marriage is not on his mind. Some time back, Deepika had also mentioned in one of her interviews that she wants to have kids. Ranbir and Deepika have done 3 movies together, starting with Ram Leela, Baji Rao Mastani and the latest one, that was Padmavat. Some reports also said that their Roka ceremony has privately happened and the two are busy in secretly shopping for their wedding. India's campaign at the Youth Olympic Games in Buenos Aires ended with the team winning 3 gold medals, 9 silvers and 1 bronze. Jeremy Lal Rinningunga became the first ever Indian gold medalist at the YOG after he aced the men's 62 kgs weightlifting category. Manu Bhaker, in a glittering career that shows no signs of slowing down at 16, won the women's 10 meters air pistol gold. Shooting proved to be India's key sport as the contingent won 2 golds and 2 silver medals, but the rest was spread around. Tababi Devi winning an impressive silver in judo. Athletics, weightlifting, wrestling, badminton, hockey and archery all contributed to the final tally in what was undoubtedly India's finest campaign till date. And now, please watch the viral video of the week.
Hope you liked this edition of Your World This Week. We will be back next week with yet another episode of Your World This Week. Have a good day.